speaking of disaster and crisis, let's talk about United.
Oh, United.
Remember when we walked out of that Joker film, right? And I'd said to you, just randomly, he didn't ask me anything, and I just randomly go up to him and I say, we're not winning against Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
We're not winning against Newcastle.
Really?
Just straight up, yeah. Because you know why? Shit football, shit manager, shit board, shit legends, everything like from top to bottom in that club is rotten, mate.
Deeps has had enough.
Like, bro, all these defeats, like when you said before the start of the season, manage your expectations.
Yeah.
So I told myself against the big six, and some of the away games that might be tough. But bro, we're losing to fucking Newcastle. We're getting slapped by West Ham. We're barely having any shots in the game. It's an absolute fucking mess, that club. We're in an absolute mess. I never thought it would get this bad, and it has.
It's the worst game I've seen in a couple of years. It was just shocking. There was no creativity, nothing tactically or
But that's because he's
Players
a fraud.
were
This guy that we've got as our
confidence.
manager, he's
Nothing.
a fraud. Like this guy, like as I said, like I keep asking every week. I want to see the training videos.
Yeah.
I want someone to put out some training videos out so I can see what we train on over the week. Because every week it just seems to get worse. Somehow, whatever we're training on, it's not working. It's that as if we are training, because all the shit that we see is keep repeating itself. Nothing's getting better. If anything, it's getting worse. And we watched Joker. You know, the only Joker, the only clown he's the manager of Manchester United. And you know what Old Trafford is? It's Gotham City, mate. That's where team come, rob 3 points and walk out. That's what's happened to this club of
we
mine.
need a Batman, mate. We need a Batman to save us.
Mate, it's like...
Pogba's supposed to be the Batman.
Bro, it's all gone to shit. It's all dark up there. There's no red. There's no red.
It's just
Like this, it's an absolute fucking shambles. The club is mine, man. It's like from the manager's clearly out of his depth. That's what look. I keep coming every week and saying the same thing. The manager is clearly out of his depth. Yes, there's bigger problems, and yes, the problem starts from the top. But the problem is we're not getting rid of the Glazers.
Yeah.
We're not getting rid of Ed Woodward when we just recorded our record profit. So he's not going anywhere, and he's still getting those financial deals. So the only thing we can do, as Jerome said on the group chat as well, is the most immediate change, and the most immediate change is getting rid of the manager.
Yeah, I think with United, everything that can be rubbish about a club, United currently have it. So you have owners that aren't backing the managers, or you have terrible owners. You have Ed Woodward who doesn't back the manager. You have an unequipped, unqualified, out of his depth manager who can't function a pass between his team, like players moving off the ball, like a transition when they have the ball, like any sort of like attacking intent. You can't even get shots on target, like in games in the Europa League, and you can't get shots on target. And then you have the players. You have nothing of players. I said it last week. You have Andres Pereira. This brother is nothing. Remember I said about the top 1%. These brothers aren't in the top 1%. Matters done. Like Matters done. Pereira is nothing. Fred might be one of the worst signings I've seen in my life. Like,
rubbish.
His trim is shit, so you
poor.
can't like. Already he's at a disadvantage because his trim is shit, right? And his girl's taller than him, right? Like you're losing a certain shit in life, yeah. Like he is god awful, right? And then you have this guy Rashford. I don't know what to make of Marcus Rashford, because I can clearly see a guy that needs a month off. He just needs to be away from this football club, because like regardless of if he's shit or if he's not shit, I have no idea. I just see a young man that has no confidence.
He's got the weight of the world like on his shoulders right now, and there's no confidence in him. There's no creativity from him. There's no final shots. We rely on him too much. There's no one we can bring on from the bench to do anything.
You man bought Rojo.
I know.
Because man pulled off a Rabona in that fucking Europa League game. That's why. Ole was
great
impressed.
Rabona.
Ole was like, yeah, you know what? Bring first.
Coming.
Bro, it's a fucking joke. Like you can't make this stuff up. And you say confidence, right? He's low on confidence.
Yeah.
Every time we get a free kick, this guy's like puts his hands up. You know what Lukaku used to do? Rather than making a run, or he used to put his hands up in the air. That's what Rashford fucking does. He's like, every time we get... Bro, stop taking the free kicks.
Ashley Young starting it week in, week out. Poor, like, that guy needs to go. He's so past.
Like, as if watching United isn't bad enough. You go to the games, I put those people, I don't, and I don't want to at this anytime soon anyway. But the people that actually go to the games, they're in fucking danger of Rashford's free kicks. Like, he could be at the top tier and still not be safe. Bro, as I said, it's Gotham City, bro. This whole thing, this whole stadium, bro. It's all done, man. It's just like every week, manage your expectation. Look what manage your expectation has brought
I
us
have
to.
no faith in the club. I have no faith in the board. No faith in the manager. I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, and it's like I'm not angry at one specific person either. It's like it boils down from like, look, don't get me wrong. Oleg's not the sole reason to blame. And he's been put in a tough situation, but he's clearly out of his depth, and he shouldn't have got the permanent. And we all got carried away. We're all to be blamed. Like even myself, I got like carried away. But now look back at it in hindsight, that run that we went on, and we got lucky in a lot of those games.
We got found out.
We got found out. And the more I think about it, against Arsenal, against Spurs, against PSG, there were numerous games where we didn't deserve to walk away with 3 points, but we did somehow. But the luck has run out. Now we're being found out. We are just one-trick pony. You talk about one-trick pony, right? And people talk about James, he's a one-trick pony, and he's like, although he's got some good attributes. Man United are a one-trick pony, and we keep saying this every week. Counter-attack is our best option, and when teams sit back, we're not scoring. We only had 3 shots on goal against Newcastle, and that's fucking Newcastle, who are like relegation candidates. Some of us have got them favourites to get relegated, and we're only managing to get 3 shots on target.
Yes.
And you know what? This is the worst United side I've ever seen. This is the worst United side playing football I've ever seen. And as Jerome said, only 1% or the 2% of the players actually make it as professional. Bro, I think these players are frauds too. Not only the manager, all of them. They're all frauds. I don't know how they made it. Like, you think of Ole and we talk about all the good things he says in the press conferences. When we used to work at House of Fraser, right?
Yeah.
And then we used to say we're going to the stockroom to grab a size for someone. And we just stand there and just fuck around. That's what I think what this Ole guy is doing. When he should be training these players to do better,
He's
to
going
get
into
better.
the stockroom.
He's just fucking around in the stockroom. He's fucking around in the stockroom. He ain't getting no size.
No size.
And those press conferences, when you walk out of the stockroom and you have to face the customer again, you're like, yeah, we don't have that size, but you can always try it online. That's what he tells us in the press conference, and we are that customer.
PR bullshit.
It's all PR, and it's not his fault. I know I might be coming across as a bit harsh, and it's just all, it's the sentiment, and it's just so tough, and as a fan,